for the next exercise, it's more of a mobility exercise, but it's a great hip opener, okay? So instead of really stretching through the hips, we want to get them to be actively mobile, okay? So we're going to hinge at the chair, so making sure that we're keeping our abdominals at nice and neutral, okay? So we're not hinging over and pulling our belly button in so we're rounded, and we're not sticking our tailbone out so that our belly is dropping and we're impinging our lower back. So you're going to pull up fine neutral, okay? Tailbone is long, crown of the head is long. The chair is right underneath you, elbows are slightly bent and relaxed, shoulders are down. Bringing the toes and knees together, so you're finding that center. Finding a slight little stretch in the hamstring, so legs straighten out a little bit, but not locked. So a slight bend in the knees. You're going to extend one leg out and just recenter yourself so you feel balanced. You're going to keep a hand on the chair and place a hand across the lower back, keeping those shoulders relaxed. We're going to make sure our lower back isn't moving a huge amount. It's going to move a little bit, but we don't want a noticeable amount. We definitely don't want any pain, so just make sure we're holding in those abdominals enough to keep a neutral spine, okay? So that leg is extended and straight now. The ankle is relaxed. We're going to lift up for 10 repetitions. Notice that I'm lifting up, pretending as if someone is pulling a rope around my knee straight up to the ceiling. So I'm activating this glute max muscle and using my glute med and piriformis on the other side as a stabilizer. So we're getting a lot of stuff going here. I'm using my core as a stabilizer, so every time I breathe out and I pull my abs up and in a little bit to maintain that neutral, I'm working that transverse abdominis, okay? So we have 10 repetitions. You should be feeling the glutes on both sides, just in different areas. Then we're gonna bend the knee, bring the calf to the hamstring, keep the ankle relaxed. We're gonna bring the knee in beside the other stabilizing knee, out and around. So you're gonna do 10 repetitions of circumduction one way, or 5 repetitions one way, and then 5 repetitions the other way, keeping the abdominals nice and neutral. If you start to feel your abdominals or your lower back give out, you're automatically done. So you stop, bend your knees, pull your core in, and stand up. We don't want to just come from a bent over position up like that. It's not good for our back. Okay, at that point, you're going to stand, put both hands in the small of your back, elbows behind you, pulling your elbows back. At this point, your knees can be relatively straight, just not hyperextended. And we're just getting a little bit of a stretch through the front of that body that was turned on and pushed forward. So just flipping the movement in that active rest. Then we're going to the other side, right? Same thing, soft knee, hinge over, neutral spine, lower back, okay? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, feeling that glute, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that calf to hamstring, bring that knee in, bring up and around, up and around, up and around. Definitely a stronger side for me is my mover on my right side, and coming around, maintaining neutral. So as soon as you start to feel your lower back give out, that's okay. Keep the calf to the hamstring as much as possible to bring that hamstring out of play and just be using that glute. Bend the knees, pull the tummy in, and stand up, leading with the top of your head. And you are done. You're only going to do 1 set per side because this is just the mobility and the warm-up portion of the workout.